Check, check. Fresno. Check. Check 50. Check 50. Back.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Wide. Get wide. Whip. Watch the whip.
Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first down carry by Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watch the shoot. Rush in.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tight right.
Now Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On third down, Trubisky. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Draw play here, Trubisky gives to Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Watch the twist.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 20 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Check out. Hey, kill. 47. Then we're going to 53.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
56. Mike.
Everybody kill.
56. Cut.
Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
36.
We're going to 53.
Hey, turn it up. Watch out.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The end result, 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check it backer. Switch. Shift.
Tight dog.
Slam.
Everybody, going to 54. Why? Here we go, 46.
Throwing again. Prescott on second and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Jump.
We're going to 54. Why? We're going to 54. Why?
44, Mike. Check. Hey, let's get in them holes.
46.
Now Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Room here to run. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I-7.
Trubisky will throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Switch. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken very short.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Hey, 18.
Check 3, check.
Hey, 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, 47. Go, get out there. 23.
Here's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
I'm going to come back to you. Mark 55! Mark 55! Crunch time, defense. Check! 55 to Mike! Check!
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Under 10, 10. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12. At the 37-yard line.
No.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? This time, Trubisky will throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the safety creep. Here we go, 46. Mike, 44. Switch, and 8. 47. Go forward to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
To throw is Prescott. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky, setting up the screen to Pirine. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Prescott now throwing the out route incomplete. That's Austin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Check pass.
Prescott now from the 50. And that's Elliott, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
It's a gain of 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
He wasn't ready.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Elliott again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Watch twins. He's checking. Crash. Shift.
We're going to 54. Why in? We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott to throw. That's caught by Ware. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Caught left side by Cobb. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
That's it, baby.
Byron Jones brought him down. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.